Welcome to another edition of GameSpot Plays. I'm your host, Jane Douglas, and playing today Sonic Generations is Guy Cocker. Hey, Guy.
Hello.
All right. Tell us about Sonic Generations for someone who's not already familiar with the game. What is it?
It's a new game to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Sonic.
Right.
It's launching on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and the 3DS as well. I've got the PlayStation 3 version here,
I see.
and this is a pretty advanced build we've got in here, so we can jump in and get into Green Hill. I'm just busy jumping over the actual titles here, which is a nice touch. So the thing about Sonic Generations is it's kind of a mix of classic and modern. So you've got your classic 2D. Sonic, which I'm going to jump into and see here, which is very much based on the Sonic that you might remember from the Mega Drive or Genesis days. And this level,
Green Hill, right?
Hence Green Hill. This level is exactly as I remember it as a Sonic fanboy.
But now in a sort of 2.5D.
Yeah, you'll see in a minute. So we're into it here. It starts out exactly the same. Okay, so you've got a few rings there, and then the television screen here. There we go. So I'm going to do my best to play as well as I can, without messing up as well here. So, yeah, this is the classic Sonic, as we can see. It's slightly different in as much as it's got the Sonic 2 controls. Okay. So you can, in the original Sonic, you weren't able to speed dash, but here, either by holding down and then jumping, you can spin, or you can just hold the square button.
Sure. And
then on the PlayStation 3 at least, and then just dash away. So I'll try and race through this level and play it as skillfully as possible. Okay. But yeah, it's Sonic as you remember him, and it's great for it, I'd say. So if we just
it's kind of a greatest hits, like the levels are all based on other Sonic levels from previous games. Yeah,
there's a mix of loads of different Sonics actually. There's a list of different ones that, like, from Sonic through to Sonic 3D and Sonic Colors as well, although that's not been officially announced. I think that it's kind of been leaked as well a little bit, that might be in there. Which
some of the latest Sonic stuff.
I know you've played.
Sonic Colors.
You enjoyed very much.
It's pretty recent. That's not what I call classic.
No, but
not
it is
old school Sonic. But yeah, still good. That was good.
Everything. It's meant to be kind of like a compendium of all the Sonics that you might remember.
All right.
So as you see through the level, it kind of goes into 2.5D at some points. The camera shifts, and you can play it from a slightly different perspective. But in terms of the way that it plays, it's pretty much
like Sonic.
Classic Sonic.
All right. Are there any fully 3D sections?
There are. In fact, I'm going to, now we've seen a little bit of this, I'm going to quit back out and go and play the same. So they've got Green Hill in as classic, but they've also got it as modern as well. So we can see and play it very much from a 3D perspective. So it's not quite the finished build here, so it takes a little bit of time to load and come in and out again. But if I jump back in here... So
you've got a classic sort of side-scrolling version of Green Hill, and then a 3D segment also.
As we'll see here. Okay. Yeah, hopefully, if I can do this. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll jump in and show Green Hill again, and then we'll move on and show off some different stuff. In this build, we've got a boss battle as well. We've got a more modern, up-to-date level as well, which I'll show in a little bit. But yeah, I was reading on the forum today for Sonic Generations, and it's incredibly popular. Like, lots of people excited about this, because I think it's fair to say that some of the 3D versions of the game released over the past few years haven't been, like, as warmly received as
not embraced.
Right, exactly. So this is the more modern version. So I don't know if you're a fan of the 3D Sonics, Jane, but
well, less so. But yeah, this reminds me of Colors most recently, I guess.
So essentially, same sort of configuration, square to dash through the level. You can home in on the enemies as well by double tapping jump. And then you've got these sections as well, the rail sections. Okay. And the idea is, not to do that. But to race through them as quickly as possible. Okay. Yeah, because I remember when the first sort of reveal trailer came out, and it's two Sonics running like side by side. Yeah. And yeah, people were really kind of excited about that. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are like, this is a return to form for Sonic, and hopefully it will be when the finished game comes out next month, November. Do you feel like it is? Yeah, from what I've played so far, I've really been enjoying it. So you see there was that bit where he kind of the slide under slides under, yeah. Yep. So I mean, this is just really, really fast. It's get through the level as quickly as possible. There's multiple routes through it as well, which is neat. We don't have sound at the moment. We're not listening to the game sound. But is it classic Green Hill music? Yeah, it's classic Green Hill music. Some of it in this version been kind of remixed as well. But
that looks nice.
it's good. Yeah, yeah.
Really
I missed the jumps now. But
you're looking at the waterfalls.
yeah, too busy admiring the view. So you see it kind of switches through. I'm going to jump through this waterfall now. It switches between 2D and 3D quite frequently, which is cool. And then, so you go along these rails. You can press R1 and you can move between them to
dodge
get
obstacles.
The rings, dodge obstacles. Get that boost. And then this fish starts to chase you from here, away from him, and then circle into the sky. It's just